everybody, welcome back to another Flame Rails tutorial. Today I'll be teaching y'all how to change the sounds on your locomotives inside of Trainz 2022. This should also work for 2019, Tang, Trainz 12. This should work for almost any Trainz game wherever, except Trainz Mobile. That is a complete different story. Alright, so today we're going to be changing out the horn and the engine sound on some locomotives. In particular, a F40PH. Y'all may have seen the last video of me teaching y'all how to reskin and patch locomotives. So we're gonna go ahead and add custom sounds to this locomotive now. So when you first get a locomotive and if you don't like the sounds, like the horn or the engine sound, no worries, you can change it. So what you're gonna do is you can usually go on YouTube or even some websites and find custom horns and engine sounds. Simply, what you want to do is just download those and then get those files and drag them and drop them into your content manager. If you don't know already, you can open Content Manager by just pressing Manage Content on your Trainz launcher, and what that'll do is open it up. Once you download the file that you want, let's say a summer horn, you just drag it in, it'll download whatever. What you want to do is you want to get your horn. I will, in this instance, be using K5LA since these engines come with K5LAs. If you want to make it easier on you to find horns or whatever that's already installed into your game, what you can do is go to Filter, press the plus icon right here. And once you do that, you can come over here to Category. After you come to Category, you want to change this bar to Sound, wherever it is, right here. Boom. And basically what it'll do now, it'll show you all the horn options and sound options that match with K5LA. So I'm going to get a little bit more in depth here. All right, so we're going to be looking for a F40 K5LA. In particular, I'm going to be using one of my friend's horn, Plug H. Very great guy. He has made thousands of horns. I will put a link to his stuff in the description down below. He has a ton of sounds. So if y'all are looking for custom horns, custom sounds, y'all can definitely just go to the link I will be putting in the description, download those sounds, and put them on your locomotives. All right, so what you want to do is simply come over. So we'll be doing the, let's do the MPCU horn. So we'll be doing the Amtrak F40 MPCU 406 K5LA R24. Make sure you revert the asset when it's excuse me. If the asset is open for edit, it'll usually have an issue. So what you want to do simply is just press revert to original. Reverting that to original will just make the asset more easily to be able to use. So what you're gonna do is simply double click it, plus show in Explorer, and you'll see all these files pop up. You want to pick the file that is automatically highlighted. Okay, so you're gonna pick the file. You're gonna press config, and if you want to hear the horn before you put it on your locomotive, you can simply just come over here and just listen to it. So we'll just listen to this real quick. That's the horn that will be going on that locomotive. So all you got to do now is press config, and after you press config, you're going to copy the CUID. You're just going to copy this, only that. So you're going to press Control C. I'm going to close out of this real quick. You're going to press Control C. Now what you want to go, now what you want to do is go and find the asset that you want to put the horn on. So in particular, it's going to be this MLTX F40 that I reskinned in the last video. And all you have to do is double click it, press show in Explorer, double click the highlighted file, go to config, and after you do that, you're going to go to horn sound right here. What you're going to do is you're going to only select the CUID that lines up with the horn sound. You're not going to delete this. You're only going to delete this. Make sure only the CUID is highlighted. You're going to delete it, and then you're going to press Control V. So now your new horn file is now in the locomotive. So if that's it, you don't want to change the engine sound at all. All you have to do is press exit, save, and then submit the asset. But I'm going to be putting a custom engine sound on this locomotive as well. So let me quickly look up mover. All right, I'm quickly looking up what kind of prime mover a F40 have. Um, 645 E3. All right, so cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna close out of this real quick, and we're gonna exit out of this real quick. I'm gonna go back to install. So now to find the engine sound you're looking for, what you're gonna do is you're usually gonna have to just go on Google and type in what kind of prime mover did this locomotive have. So example, if you're trying to figure out what kind of engine does a Gevo have, you just type in what kind of prime mover does a Gevo have, and then it'll come up. What you're gonna do is usually you're gonna copy that and then put it into your search bar up here. So the F40PH has a 645 E3. So what I'm gonna type in is 645 E3. So now you can see we have a whole bunch of options we can go with over here. Do whatever you want, and also you can also try to look up like the certain locomotive sound. So like if you want to say F40PH engine sound, look, there we go. We have one right here you can use. And as always, you can just press show and explore and you can listen to see what it sounds like. I'm not a really big fan of that one. So instead, what I'm gonna do is just type in 645 E3, and we'll get this one right here, also made by Pug H. You're gonna press show and explore, just like with the horn. Double click the file, press config, come over here to the CUIT, and you're gonna copy the CUIT. After you copy the CUIT, you can close this out, close that out. Go to config, and then go to engine sound. You're gonna go to engine sound in this case, not engine spec, but engine sound. And you're gonna do the same thing you did with the horn. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna select the CUIT that's already there for the engine sound. You're gonna press Control V. After you do that, you're done. So after you've put all your new sounds inside of your locomotive, all you have to do is exit out of it, press save, and then you're gonna go back to the asset that you're modifying, which would be this locomotive. It's going to say open for edit. Once you do all your changes to it, you're gonna press submit edits. And once it submits the edits, it should come up as, I believe, modified. It should be modified. Yeah, modified. So once it comes up as modified, you did everything correctly. If it does come up as faulty, you did something wrong inside the config usually. All right. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and close out of this. We're gonna load up the game and we're gonna see what our sounds sound like. All right, and just like that, we put a new engine sound on the F40. As you can tell, it's not completely accurate since, well, it is accurate, but the F40s, they were always running at like the highest RPM because of the head and power. But you can go ahead, as you can hear right now, you can hear the new engine sound. And then we'll blow our horn and see if we got a new horn. And just like that, you've changed the horn and engine sound on your own locomotive. It's very easy to change the horn and engine sounds on locomotives. It's extremely simple. It's one of the easiest things you can do in Trainz when it comes to modifying an asset. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this Trainz tutorial, man. If y'all want any other tutorials, please put it in the comment section down below. What other tutorials y'all would like. But that does it for this video. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one.